looks like same like ellipse, but in ellipse these two are facing one another. Now they are not facing to one another. Directrices are here. These two are directrices. These two, we can say these two are parabolas and directrices. Total thing is hyperbola. In this, S is there, same S dash is there, SP is there, PM is there, PM dash, S dash P, and the distance from S to this one is A, this is A dash. In the same way, we have equation of this hyperbola. In ellipse we have plus sign, here in hyperbola we have minus sign. Almost all the formulas are same itself. Here, there we have major axis, here we have transverse axis. Transverse axis is 2a, the distance between them. And length of conjugate axis, small axis, which is 2b. Center is 0, 0, 4ci is plus or minus, same thing what we have done in ellipse, same formulas. In ellipse we have minus sign, whereas in hyperbola we have plus sign. Hyperbola we have plus sign in eccentricity. X square by a square, this is conjugate hyperbola. If right side, if we have minus 1, conjugate hyperbola. A is greater than B in both the cases. See, if we have x square by a square minus y square by b square equals to 1, then normal hyperbola. If we have x square by a square minus y square by b square equals to minus 1, conjugate hyperbola, in which transverse axis is 2b, length of conjugate axis is 2a, center is 0, 0, 0, plus or minus b. Now, if the center is h, k, that time equation of hyperbola is this one. Its transverse axis is 2a, conjugate axis is 2b, center we have foci, we have directrices, same formulas, almost same formulas what you have done in ellipse. Now we'll discuss some problems of hyperbola. See what they have given. One focus of the hyperbola is located at the point 1, minus 3, and the corresponding directrix is given to us, and we have eccentricity value. We'll take S is equals to 1, minus 3, and a point on one focus is given, and we'll consider a point P. Then we'll take SP is equals to EPM. So P is equals to XY, be a point on hyperbola. So they have given focus, we have considered the point. Now directrix. Directrix is 0x plus 1y, 2 comes to left side, minus 2 equals to 0. And eccentricity value is 3 by 2. Here in SP equals to EPM, where E is greater than 1, then it is known to be hyperbola. If E is less than 1, then the same thing becomes ellipse. So eccentricity is given to us. Now, once we have directrix and ellipse, we'll write equation of hyperbola. SP is equals to EP. SP, distance between S and P, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square equals to E value into PM. Perpendicular distance from P to the line, root of 0 square plus 1. You can simplify, you will get the answer. If the lines meets on hyperbola, if whenever lines meets on hyperbola, we'll write equation of hyperbola L1 L2 equals to 0. 3x minus 4y minus 2l into 3x plus 4y minus 2l equals to 0. So we have equation of hyperbola is equals to 0. Given lines, line 2 equals to 3x plus 4y equals to 12. Multiplying L1 and L2. So 3x minus 4y into 3x plus 4y equals to 12 into 12. 9x square minus 16y square equals to 144. See, whenever equation two lines are given in this form, they are known to be asymptotes, then we'll multiply both the lines, both whatever given to us, then whatever remains, that is our hyperbola. But we need one on right side, so divide both sides by 144. 9 by 16, so x square by 16 minus y square by 9 equals to 1. So what we need? We need eccentricity. So for that we need a square and b square. Once we have a square and b square, root over a square plus b square by a square, 25 by 16, 5 by 4. the transpose axis is of length 8. From this, to find the equation of hyperbola, force Ai is given to us. Force Ai equals to plus or minus phi comma 0. Force Ai formula will equate given plus or minus phi comma 0. Comparing both sides, we'll get A is equals to 5 in 1. Then transpose axis length is 8. Transpose axis is first what is given in the formulas. We have for in length of transpose axis 2a, length of conjugate axis 2b. So this is 2a in standard equation. So a is equals to 4. Once we have AE and A, same like ellipse what we used to do, eccentricity formula we have to write. We know that a square plus b square by a square. We have one more formula, but for standard hyperbola we'll use this one, squaring both sides and cross multiplication. A square e square 25, a square 16 plus b square. This implies b square equals to 25 minus 16, b square equals to 9. So b is equals to 3. We have a and b values, so we can write equation of hyperbola. X square by a square minus y square by b square equals to 1. X square by a square value, y square by b square value equals to 1. So when they have given force Ci, you have to think that this is a plus or minus a comma 0, equate it. A we got. Then they have given transverse axis length is 8, 2a is equals to 8. In this way you can get this one. See, equation of hyperbola whose asymptotes are given. Whenever asymptotes is given to us, equation of hyperbola you can remember L1 into L2 plus K equal to 0. So line 1 asymptotes means lines which are intersecting lines between the hyperbola, these lines. Asymptote means from here till here. We can say tangents, but they are not touching to the hyperbola. They are known to be asymptotes. Plus K equal to 0. Whenever asymptotes is mentioned to you, you have to take those lines plus K equals to 0 is equation of hyperbola. But we need the value of K. It passes through, point is given, we have to substitute. It passes through 1 comma minus 1 in place of x1 and in place of y minus 1. 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 3 2 3 minus 4 minus 1 plus by 4 k is equals to minus 8. Put second in 1. So we can write equation of hyperbola is x plus 2y plus 3 into 3x plus 4y plus 5 plus k equal to 0. This is the equation of hyperbola.